Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2019 with Bath City Football Club. And as you see, we have just finished the season 2023-24 with Bath City here in Skybet League 2 and our first season. And we did really well, actually, not that far off from a playoff spot at all. And we were predicted to fight bravely for avoiding relegation, I guess. So that's really, really good done by the team. And our goal is, as always, to try and get Premier League and beyond out in Europe. So this episode will begin and will all of it be the exciting pre-season or the time in between the seasons. And here is our best chance to actually do any signings for the team and anything like that, since we are trying to go with, free signings pretty much, signing from teams above us that are having players that they don't really want to keep. They are those that we are trying to pick up that are the best of that bunch, so to say. So that is what we'll try to concentrate on today, and as I said, it is very exciting, at least according to me. And we have confirmed here just now with a new fitness coach for our team as well, and hopefully that will help us get even better in training. So that's pretty nice as well. So let's see here. We have keeper that is going to sign with us. We have a possible left back and a central defender. Hopefully they will accept that as well. And out we don't really have anyone, but we do have a couple of players, I guess, that are having their contract ending this year. So let's see here. Expires. So Adloy do have his contract expiring, and how has he performed? He's been actually pretty darn good considering things, and he have been actually used a fair bit. And yeah, we don't really have. He's a stable third choice, I would say. Bennett here should probably be a better third choice though. So I don't really see Eloy getting a new season here. We do have Gosling, Pontelli and Bennett, and then we could continue with loan players if we need to. Let's see here, Lundström, sort of a similar story. Unfortunately, he haven't been that great with his substitutions or when he have played a full match. His ability is a little bit better and his potential is even better than that. But center midfield is pretty darn tough to get in here in our team. So I will wait a little bit with Lundström. He might get a longer contract. Sangster, pretty much the same story here. He have averaged a little bit better though, so, and also have a little bit better rating, I guess. So what's his status? So we have a couple of clubs that are a little bit interested in him, and I think that out of the two, Sangster is the better choice to keep. Then, of course, we have O'Connor, and apparently we haven't done a deal yet with Gosling. That is really, really unaware of us, so to say. So let's see here. Offer a contract. We'll remove the wage rise and promotion wage rise. We'll do 2 years. Full-time hot prospect, yeah, that's fine. We'll see here. We'll do 875, and that is agreeable on. So that's nice. And sorry if you hear background noise, don't know what's going on downstairs actually. But hopefully the mic don't pick that up at all. Or if it does, hopefully it's just a little bit. So that's pretty much the players there. Let's see here. What can we get to? Here we go. Under 23s. So ability, yeah, none here really that do have the ability other than Bennett, I guess. A couple of players here with decent potential ability. That's Bennett and Baxter. Nothing else really. Under 18s. None here really. These players are our first team players, together with Merch as well. Martin Smith here, quite possibly going to be decent if he develops good. Yeah, other than that, I think we should continue. We'll make the suggestions here. We'll continue. And we'll shortly take a look at the fitness coach here. We got a new budget at 115k per month for wage and a transfer budget of actually 110k, which is very nice. And that will be taken towards scouting. And let's see here. So we should set up training or staff. Where did we find it? Responsibilities? No. Job center? No. Where was it? Medical team, coaching team, training calendar, no. Coaches, here it is. So here we go. Fitness coach, you should do everything that is fitness. But you're still only reaching 2, which is a shame, really. But I guess you will be allowed to skip it. And then Phyllis Smart, you will do tactical, attacking, and what can we do? So you lose half a star. 2.5. Gain 1, lose 1. Yeah, so that's not really better, unfortunately. So tactical, you're not really good, but you are getting to there. Right, so if you're doing that. Oh, still a losing out here. So unfortunately, I don't know if that really helped our fitness coach. But it is what it is. So we'll have a look at the team report here. League position. Because we sort of have dropped in general. And yeah, we are all right in squad depth. I actually haven't really noticed that box before. So strikers we could do with another striker, but Poncelli and Gosling are a pretty good team. Left winger is all right, but it's not great. Midfield the same in defense. It's pretty much same all across the board, to be honest. Oh, And here we have stats, a lot more than I've actually looked at before. So actually our best passer is Cameron Sangster. And our best strike, Ponticelli, that's no surprise. Molden have done a lot of mistakes, unfortunately, leading to goal. Overall, winning 60% of aerial challenges, that's pretty nice. Unfortunately, crosses completed is pretty darn poor, but that of course is going to be pretty poor overall in general. And yeah, I haven't really looked at this before, as said. Average age, average height, average weight. So we are pretty much lowest in a lot of columns here. Or average player value, actually not that bad. Alright, as said, very interesting here. A lot of things that I hadn't looked at. So apparently our defenders are the fastest accelerating players in the league. And yeah, showing all players. I don't really know. But yeah, this team report actually is a lot more than I have given it credit for before. Jesus, that were not coming out right, but yeah, very interesting. So we'll continue on here. I don't think we really have many more players to scout, but I do think we have quite a few more reports that we are waiting to get in. We'll see if that is happening or not. And unfortunately, I don't think we had super many players that is likely to be super interesting. We can take a look here at the player search if we have more players that we should search here. Right, so we shouldn't really scroll there. So Skybet Championship. I guess we should scout King Morgan here. Scouting in progress, yeah. Let's scout O'Reilly here also. Definitely scout Morley. Scouting in progress. Alright, so that should be it. Let's have a look here at the Premier League, if we have any players that might be interested now. Premier Division, not really the case. So we'll continue here, and we'll do it slow and nice and showing you everything like we always do here on Rawslowgaming. I hope you enjoy it. If you're somehow, I know that it's not many that is watching this series, and I don't think anyone really has watched this from start to finish, but if you're out there and are enjoying it, I'm so grateful, and I would love to hear what you think. So item here, definitely not a player that we are wanting to scout further. Yeah, So we can just acknowledge that. And let's see here, Preston. I guess Preston here could be interesting. Is Preston Preston is the player that we have tried to sign here. So this should be hopefully good. And Jarrett here. Attacking midfielder is not really anything that we are looking for, but we can scout him. Let's see here. Is it that way? No. Didn't. I'm getting confused here. Get scout report. We'll do that again. See if it's any good. And we'll see here. Move to under 23 squad. That's fine. We'll praise Charles for his recent form. Alright, so next up is to find or choose another coach for our team, which this time hopefully will actually help with the training. So let's have a look at the training and see where we are lacking the most, so to say. So we're worst in attacking, I guess. Yeah, attacking and, fitness in them actually also. But yeah, attacking coach. So we'll check that out. If we have anyone that is strong in attacking, this coach actually really strong in pretty much everything here. But he must want, a lot of money, more than we can really offer. Unfortunately, not that great in attacking, but other than that, Kuleras was also really good. Row also really good here, actually. A little bit low again on attacking. And Elliot not that great, so how were a row? Decent overall. Kuleras, yeah. So I guess a row if he's not asking for too much money. And it kinda is. So amongst them, I think Gary here is definitely the player or the coach to try and get in here. And we can't really, unfortunately, have another coach here. According to, the board, I guess. And I don't think we will be able to find. We did find a way for that actually. Konchensky here, not really the coach that we wanted. So let's see here, the board, or let's see here, stuff we should be asking here. Coaches out loud, Bath City. Let's see here. All right, so we got in with the talk there, or convinced the board to get in with more coaches. So that's good. So that should allow us to have one more coach that we try to sign there. Yeah, first team coaches has been increased to 4. So that's nice. Even though our offer there definitely will cost us a bit of money. I think that's the right thing to do. That will cost us, I hope it was per month, so 40k per year, something like that. So together it's like 60k per year for the 2 new coaches, and that should be good. Preston accept our offer. That's also good. Should mean that we need to loan fewer players and or have more players to choose among that are our own for next season. Loan players is definitely going to be a thing, though. It always is in the lower leagues. We're still sort of in the lower leagues, so Gosling signed the contract also, which is really good. Yeah, per month, so that's good. We will sign Gary here. I don't think we will be able to keep him, but that's fine. We'll ask him to recommend a signing. Let's see here. We have an offer for Barry. I guess we'll accept the offer. We got a report here on Scott. Quality signing. Yeah, I guess it would be decent. Don't feel like we need more center defenders, though. Or what do we got going on here? We have offered a contract here to Gustavo. I feel like Gustavo should be the player to try and sign. I think we might have an offer or have a trouble in getting him, though, so maybe Scott here is a good player to try and sign as well. Just to have a little bit more in defense. So we'll make an offer there for Scott. And for the first team, good training week again, 8.89 in average. And under 23 is 8.10. Under 18 is 8.35, so that's really good. And let's have a look here on the individual. Quite fast. Gosling gaining a little bit. Gray gaining very little as well. Ganola and Shaw's a little bit up, which is nice. Merch. Ponticelli. So no one here really off the book. Well, Morris losing there, but I guess that's good. We'll add coach assignments. We'll edit coach assignments here. So technical. All right. So it's actually really good in the technical. So could we possession? So we lose. Right, can we gain? Yeah, we gain there. Don't really gain anything there. So average tactical lose there a bit, unfortunately. And there we go. So I'm helping with most things. That's all right. Our goalkeeper coach defending here. Defending actually really good. Attacking still not where we want it to be. But at least we got up our technical here on attacking a little bit, which is nice. Possession, not really gaining anything, but doing that. Not there either. So I think that is all right. So can we add in anyone anywhere without losing out? Not really, unfortunately. Attacking, tactical. Technical, tactical. You should really be here. And that means we don't need you there. We can have you there instead. We can have you there. Removal, ask assistant to assign. Remove all. So this is where they should be at, I guess. Yeah. Fitness coach, you're doing fitness. You goalkeeping, you're doing goalkeeping. And then we have the rest. So if you're doing technical, you're doing tactical. What am I good at? I'm good at technical, so let's do that. So I think like that, and then we'll just add me on anything that's heavy. Like so. I think this is the best, and this is heavily leaning towards goalkeeping and defending. Attacking actually decent possession, not so much unfortunately, and not fitness either. Which is a little bit of a shame, but I think that looks better, definitely, than before. So after setting that up, remember to smash that like button if you're enjoying the show. Also, if you haven't done so yet but want to follow along on our journey towards Premier League and beyond, remember to hit that subscribe button and that small notification bell if you want to be super sure to not miss out on any of the episodes that is coming out pretty much daily. Unfortunately, not only Football Manager 2019, though, if that's what you're into. So let's see here. We'll get in with an offer for Scott here. So estimated demand is 1.8 to 2.5k. We'll do 2 years. We'll do next available and backup is fine. We'll just lock in all of the bonuses and classes that you want, and we'll just stay at 1.8. We finalize the deal. And we'll just continue here. International roundup, and Gustavo have accepted our offer, and that is really, really nice. Really, really nice. The only problem here is, of course, that, well, we did get him on 2 years, so that is, I think, might be a huge signing for us for next year. It's looking like a real superb player, actually, and the possibility to develop to an even better player. So that's fantastic. So acknowledge here, and it should be good here with Preston. Jarrett, not interesting. Jackson here. I guess he could be decent, but we have signed already, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, McGill here. It's 3 stars at least, hopefully 3.5. So we'll skip that. Gray is definitely not interesting This is definitely also not interesting. This wage is crazy, or possible wage demand. We'll skip that. Striker. Potential ability here really good though, actually. So we could sign him instead of Eloy, for example, but I don't really see it. And we do have Bennett to play instead, for example. No, I think we'll skip that. Yeah, we'll skip that. Smith here, offering his service, would we be one of the better players in the club? So we'll scout him and see if it leads to anything. I highly doubt it, but you always should take a look when you get those kind of scout reports. So get a report on Corey Jordan here, having great potential ability, but not really showing it, unfortunately. Of course, he didn't really get a chance to play as much as we would like maybe here, but he hasn't developed in the way we would have hoped. We'll accept that for Barry to leave us. Connor injured. 6 to 7 weeks, that's fine since we are in between seasons. We could definitely use a right winger or right midfielder. It's definitely something like we should pick up if we saw one in available to us, so to say, here in the transfer window, but it's not looking to be the case. That's actually like maybe one of the top things on our wishing list, together with maybe a great striker. So actually, I don't know if we have any players, or I think we have, I don't think we have any of our players that are having a rating for Sky Bet League 2. So that's pretty interesting. So we do get here on Baxter. So Baxter here having some pretty darn potential, but asking for probably a little bit too much in wage. And we'll finalize that promise. That is fine. So we'll acknowledge this. I think it will be hard to get him to sign. And this doesn't really look interesting, so we'll skip that. And we'll have some players introduced to best overall 11 for Bad City. And that's O'Connor, Gosling, and Molden. Let's see here, end of the season awards. So fans player of the season were Poncelli, and I can easily see that since he did score so many goals and things like that. Signings of the season, Dave Morris, and I can sort of see that as well. He has been all right, but not really the greatest. And Gustavo will definitely definitely take his position. I'd think at least. So we'll discuss the plans for next season here. Automatic promotion is definitely not something we are going for next season. And let's see here. Mid-table finish, I think that's pretty realistic. And all think that is the correct level we should aim at for next season, so that's nice. We'll do 4 weeks for preseason. It's 4 or 3 weeks that we could choose among, and 3 weeks are definitely on the short side. So here, wage demands 5.25 to 7.25. 2 years, of course. Can't have higher release clause, can't have promotion wage rise or yearly wage rise. The rest is fine. We'll start at 4.3. That, of course, is too low. 4.8. 5.25. 575, and he actually agrees on that, so I guess we'll finalize the deal there. And then we'll have a look at our team report or tactics. Actually, so it's Charles and de Havilland. Potential ability, good player for most of our national side. So I feel like Baxter is definitely better than, for example, him. So let's actually do a comparison here. Compare with de Havilland. So Baxter is overall better in technical and pretty much same for speed and physical, for defending and mental. And yeah, I guess the aerial technical vision is more important than for a midfielder or central midfielder. Yeah, I think that's a good choice. So he hasn't really gotten to play anything Baxter, so I think that could be good. We'll request improve the youth category here. That's always something we would like to do. And apparently they can't raise it due to the financial situation. I don't understand that, since we are in a really good financial situation actually. But I guess they are the boss, so we can't change that really. Bonselli sets a goal scoring record, so that's nice. Actually, how have we done in total this season? We have made a profit of 260k, very similar to the last year, so that's nice. And I don't know if we actually have gotten the position bonus and things like that yet. The production balance summary, let's see here. Balance end of, that is not our balance now. The balance here is pretty darn crazy projection. That's actually a lot better than it is. And this profit is definitely the same here. That is a strange projection. Our sponsor deals here are pretty darn poor. Debts and loan, nothing in debt, so that's fine. Wages, we are so much under them. We have committed 72k in the wage budget for next season. So definitely going up there. Expenditure have gone up quite a bit here as well. But I would guess income have done that also, yeah. So 2.5 million so far in profit, or not profit, in income. So that's nice. So TV revenue, I don't know, we should have like prize money. Oh well, we'll skip this. So yeah, I guess all these costs are higher overall, yeah. And that is due to being in a bigger league mostly and things like that. So let's see here. Yeah, we should finish off the playoff. We are not in the playoff, but we should finish off that in this episode. And we'll see if we actually get the prize money for our position in the league. I think we do get that, but I'm not 100% sure. I do think it was the playoff that we were shown there. Oh, pressed the wrong button. Yeah, semi-final, so should get through that, as said, and we'll finish off the episode. We'll cancel the signing of Scott. We don't want to sign him also. I think that will be a little bit too deep of a squad. For now, at least. Maybe in the future we can hold a little bit of a wider squad, so to say. And the FA Cup there. Yeah, and bold, yeah. We'll just acknowledge that. He have a decent potential, but as I said, we are having players that have around the same level already, so not really looking to take on older player. Not that he's old at 22, but he should really be able to play. If not, we are not really hitting him, so to say. And we've got 55k of taxes to pay, unfortunately. And some activity here for commercial activity. So we've got 74k in sponsorship, which is up from 48k this year. And TV money is 360k from 17k, so that's really nice. Competition prize money is 56k, nothing last year. Corporate and hospitality, 42k, also nice. Matchday commercial and retail, pretty much the same as last year actually. And 31k for our scouting budget for next year's. We'll just change everything to scouting budget instead of the transfer budget. We don't really need that. So let's see here. We want to do 72k per year plus 36. That's good. That is the packages that we want to do. We would like to step up even more, but we'll do this. We'll continue because, well, those two packages are really important. And have we finished in Skybet League 2 yet? I don't think we have, so we'll continue here. Let's see here. Merley, you could be interesting, but you're asking too much, really. But we'll keep scouting you nonetheless. Zach Brunt here. I don't really feel you, so we'll just discard you, or will we? No, we'll keep scouting you. Gosling potential ability have unfortunately lowered here a bit to only 3 stars. And a whole star, possibly more, but not likely, I guess. Bancroft here. I don't know why we are scouting him. Alright, previous knowledge. Yeah, I don't think he's a good option for us. Not that either. Osterfield here. Yeah, finishing 3 and a striker, that's not really going to cut it. That's not good enough. Now Johnson here, we should scout here. We want a scout report on him straight off here. Get a scout report. He's actually, at least when scouted, a lot better than the merge and have potential ability for a lot more. So I think we should go in with a contract offer or make an offer for him. So we'll acknowledge that. We'll discard. What's going on here with the competitions? Do we chase Tate? I don't think we are. I don't even know where he's belonging. Well, in Wycombe, he actually looks pretty decent, so we'll scout him here. And when is the final in Skybat League 2 coming here? I really feel like it should be coming here in the playoff very shortly. We'll just adjust the budget here for Baxter. And he will join us, and I think that's the general idea, to strengthen the team as much as we can. Hopefully they will all be good. We'll finalize the promise there to Johnson to get promoted. How much were we expected to ask? 2.6 to 3.8k. We'll just remove all of these extra clauses and move down towards, what was it, 2.6. So we'll do 2.8. We are a bit too far from each other. 3.1, 3.3, 3.5, 3.7, finalized deal. We'll continue here. Now, this is very late, so I guess we must have missed the final or something. I will call it an episode here, nonetheless. So if you want to see all the transfers coming in and possibly more exciting stuff happening here before the preseason, you got to check out the next episode. With that said, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time here on the channel. Bye bye. You have been watching Rawslowgaming, and I hope you have enjoyed. On clicking on the video on the left, you will see the next video in this series, and on the right, our latest upload to the channel. And with that said, thank you again for watching.